Alright folks, you're back with the SoloGamer and we're still playing Eldritch Horror, and last round it went from real bad to worse. Or I guess maybe from okay to worse. I mean, right off the bat we had to put a couple more gates on the board. Now this thing is crawling with monsters. The Dunwich Horror is over there. So it's not looking real good. It's Lily Chin's turn. And before she can even do anything, all she can do is this little detained thing. So she can't move. So her local action is to do an influence test and see if she can discard that card. And she can. So we can get rid of that detained card, which we will do. And now she can do she can either try to go through the other world and close the gate, or have an encounter in Tokyo. And she's going to try to go through the other world and close this gate. We got to get this gate closed here. And let's see what it says. This is the city of the great race. Okay, then these cards are going to be a little different, and we'll show you how they go. It says you find others who, like you, have had their consciousness pulled into alien bodies throughout time. You try to convince them to share their knowledge, and we have to do a influence test. If we pass, we'll go to the medium part, the middle part. If we fail, we'll go to the bottom part, and that's usually bad. So let's try to pass this test right here. She has an influence of 2, and she did not make it, of course. So we go straight to the bottom. It says you gain nothing from speaking to them. Just being around them sets you on edge. Your mind might unhinge if you continue to push yourself without resting. Gain a paranoia condition and lose one sanity unless you become delayed. Oh boy. Okay, well, we don't want to gain a paranoia condition. We don't want to lose one sanity, so she'll become delayed. So what we do is we lay her down right here, and she will not have a turn next turn. Her turn will be standing back up. And now it's Akachi's turn. She's still over here in the sea. Well, she got that clue token. Maybe she can improve something. So let's go to Sydney. She goes to Sydney. She don't need to heal. She could heal 1 sanity point. She could try to do one of these. You know what? Or she can get a boat ticket. Or she can do her Mr. Rella spell, which we're not going to do. She's going to try to get one of these. Let's see. And she got 1 success. She's 1 short. Now I can get a bank loan, but I tell you what, I'm going to spend a clue token to roll one of these die again. And we did. We got it. So she spent a clue token. Now she can pick either one of these. Holy Cross, Ally. I'm going to try to get her the Holy Water. Okay. And now she's going to have an encounter in Sydney. A group of hunters provide you with the skills to track down a bunyip. Improve your strength. Okay. So we gain a little strength token here, and we'll gain +1 on that. Alright. When you find the massive 4-legged creature, your weapons cannot pierce its leathery hide. You try to protect yourself from the beast's terrible claws and teeth. Do a strength test -1. If you fail, lose 2 health. Okay, well, so much for that, getting that. So let's do a strength test. And she failed. And so she loses 2 health. And that's her Sydney encounter. Okay. Well, now let's move the first player token. It's going to go to Lily. Huh. I should have did her lucky rabbit's foot. I could have rolled an extra die. Oh well, too late now. So now it's the Mythos phase. Let's see what we get here. And this is a Omen of Good Fortune. Hey, we could use that. Alright, so first thing we do is move the Omen track, and it gets one of these, and that means the Doom token is now going to advance 1, and we are going to now have a monster surge. So we got to pick 2 monsters, and we're going to put them there. Alright, so we ended up getting a witch and a Bahiki. Okay. And that's not going to be good, because the witch has one of these little symbols on them, so we're going to be doing that in a second. And of course, here we go. Now, this symbol here, and we start with Sogth, and of course it says, each investigator in a space containing a gate advances doom by 1 unless he discards 1 spell. She does not have a spell to discard, so we have to move it by 1, so it goes to 12. Alright. That's not any good. Alright, now let's see what happens next. We'll start with monsters, and we'll go from just left to right. Of course, the Dunwich Horror here, he has that special thing, roll a die. We have 3 players, roll it once, no new gate will spawn, that'll be good. There's nobody in this guy's space. The Hound of Tindalos has one here. It says, move this monster to the nearest space containing an investigator. Then an investigator on that space immediately encounters it. Okay, well I guess that would be Lily. So Lily's got to immediately encounter that and fight it, which we will do in just a second. Let's grab Keth here. This monster, each investigator on the space loses 1 health. Okay, and then the witch. Each investigator who has a curse condition loses 1 health. Well, nobody has a curse condition. Okay. Alright. So, and let's see if anybody has any cards. Go ahead, do. Nope. Okay. So that's it for that. And now we have to spawn a new gate. So let's spawn a new gate. And this is going to San Francisco. Hey, there's Norman there. And of course, we've got to put a new monster on the board. And it's Monster Mash City up on this board here now. My God, we got so many monsters. Ugh. Boy, this ain't looking good. Okay. So, and now let's read the lead investigator may move the Omen to a space of his choice on the Omen track without advancing the Doom token. Well, the lead investigator is Lily. And where do we want to put it? Well, anywhere we put it, the next round is going to have a monster surge. So we'll put it back at the Comet. Okay, now we have to have Lily. She has to immediately fight the Hound of Tindalos. Okay, let's take a look at the Hound here. Alright, you have to make a will check. Okay, and it has 2 right here by its sanity. So that's the first thing you're going to do is we're going to resolve that. Now she has a will of 3, but she has this protective amulet. Gain +1 will during combat encounter. So she has a will of basically 4. So she rolls 4 die. So let's roll these dice. And she got 2 successes. Okay. So she's not going to take any damage. If she had got 1 success, she would have took 1 point of damage because this thing has a 2 right here. If she had rolled no successes, she would have took the full complement of 2 damage. Okay. So she's alright on that. Now we have to do the combat test. Okay. This thing has a -1 on the strength. She has a strength of 4. So we're going to -1's 3. So we're going to roll 3 die. And she got 1 success. Now, we're going to go ahead and use this Lucky Rabbit's Foot and exhaust this. And let her roll 1 of these dies again. Oh, 4. Alright, so she only got 1 success. So, and this thing has a 3 on the health. So that means she's going to take 2 points of damage. So she will take 2 points of damage. But she did wound this monster 1 time. Okay, so this monster now has 2 health. Now, this is what we can do. We can either not fight it anymore, or we can keep fighting. And you know what? Her name's Lily Chen. She's a fighter. So let's keep fighting. Okay? So we're going to do her will test again. And she got 1 success this time. So she loses 1 of these. 1 sanity. Alright. And let's do a combat test again. And she got 2 successes this time. So, she's going to lose 1 health, of course. But she did defeat this monster. So this monster is off the board. So let's take this monster off the board. We don't have to fool with it no more. Unlike Arkham Horror, she will not keep that as a monster trophy. That monster will go back into the monster cup. Okay? Alright, so that was the Mythos phase. Alright. And now Lily Chen goes first. And she cannot do nothing because she was delayed, so she's basically going to stand up. If she wants to have an encounter on this space next turn, she has to beat these monsters first. You cannot have an encounter unless you beat those monsters. But it's all moot because all she can do is stand up. So it's Catchy's turn. And where's she wanting to go? Well, let's see here. Let's her go over here to try to help. She's going to go over here to this city space right here. And she's going to rest because she's going to gain 1 health back. Okay? And that's basically her turn there. And let's get a city card here and see what happens. The police ask for your help investigating a series of ritual killings. The grisly crime scene threatens to overwhelm you with chills and nausea. So she has to make a will check. She has a will of 4, so hopefully it should go okay. And it does. Okay, so she makes it. Okay. If you pass, you manage to examine the scene and find significant information. Spawn 1 clue. If you fail, you can endure the horror, lose 2 sanity. Okay, well, we're going to spawn a clue here. And we'll just pick one of these. And it's going to go at San Francisco. Hey, that's where old Norman's at. So that's her turn. And now it's Norman's turn. Now Norman's got plenty he can do here. So Norman, what you gonna do? Well, first thing Norman's gonna do is he probably just stay where he's at. We don't want to move. We do want to heal a sanity, so that's probably what we're gonna do. We're gonna heal 1 sanity. Now Norman's gonna, in order to try to close this gate, he's got to first fight this ghoul. Alright, so let's fight the ghoul here. Now he gets a +1 on the mind check here. Is a will of 4. So he gets to roll 5 die. And he gets 1 success. Man, I'm rolling like crap. So he beat that. Now he has to do the strength test. And he's not the strongest guy. He has a strength of 2. So let's roll 2 dice. And hope he beats this thing. Oh, he did not. And it says if you lose a health test, gain a paranoia condition. So he just lost 2 health. My goodness, my goodness. And he's going to gain a paranoia condition, which we will do in a second. Okay, so let's try to fight this thing again. Alright, he passes the will check. And let us do... Alright, he got 2 successes that time, so he beat this thing and killed it. So the ghoul is now off the board as well. And he's going to have to get a paranoia condition here. So let's find a paranoia condition. Oh boy. Paranoia. Come on, here we go. Here's a paranoia condition right here. Okay. And now he's going to try to close this gate. And so he's going to have an otherworld encounter. Los Carcosa. At an elaborate masquerade, you talk to decadent partygoers who are all maneuvering to be declared as the proper heir to the crown. You're going to have to make an influence. His influence is 1. Oh, that's great. Okay. Jeez. So we're going to fail this, I can tell you. Yep. You suddenly realize you are speaking to the Phantom of Truth, lose 1 sanity. Fear threatens to overwhelm you when you realize he's not wearing a mask. You got to make a no-will test. If you fail, gain another paranoia condition. Alright, we pass that, so he just loses 1 sanity, but the gate is not closed. Boy, we are not doing good in this game at all. This game is going horrible. And that's going to be the end of their turn, so we'll move the first player token back to Catchy, and now it is the Mythos phase. Rumor card. Okay, so we have a clue token. So you're going to put a clue token on the board. So what you're going to do is you're going to spawn a clue, and we'll put one at Tokyo. And then you have a exclamation point marker, which is a rumor marker or event marker at space 17. So we're going to take this marker here and put this on space 17, which is right here. Now this rumor here is going to stay in play, and you can have several rumors at one time in play, unlike in Arkham Horror. And so basically this is a spreading sickness ongoing rumor. As an encounter, an investigator on space 17 may consult the Bombay doctors. The more patients they treat, the closer they get to finding a cure. He may spend clue tokens equal to the number of players to resolve this rumor. He may spend one fewer clue token for each health token on this card. And every time this space, the symbol comes up, you got to place a health token on this card. Then each investigator loses 1 health for each health token on this card. So that's going to hurt us. So if we don't try to solve this rumor soon, it's just going to eat up our health. So we're going to put this right here and hope for the best. So that's our Mythos phase that time. Nothing really major happened. The Omen track did not move, so you know, no, the Doom track's not going to move. And now it's Hatchie's turn. And she's right here, and she's going to move 1 space here. And she is going to have a... let's see what she should do. Let her heal 1, okay. Alright. And so in order for her to have an encounter here, she got to fight these monsters. Now she could fight these monsters, and if she don't kill them, they will still have that damage onto them. And then Lily, her next turn, can fight them and try to finish them off. So let's see which one she wants to fight first. We'll try the Bayeki first. And it's not too hard. Alright, so let's take her will. So she got 4 will. This thing has 1. God damn it, man. So she failed that one. So she loses 1. Wow, jeez, 1 sanity. Alright, she has a strength of 3. Alright, well, we got 2 successes on that. And that's all it took to kill this monster. And she didn't take any damage, so this thing is gone. Next monster, the Witch. Alright. Alright, she's going to be -1. What? Okay, well, her will is 4. This thing is -1, 3, but you don't have to get any successes, so that's going to be passed. Alright. I guess that would be if you had like a 1 will, that would kind of hurt you. Yeah, strength -1. So, we'll see. She got to make a success, though, because if she fails, she gains a cursed condition. And she failed. She gains a cursed condition. Holy God almighty. I'm just... Okay. Let's get a cursed condition. Oh, my God. You know what? Screw that. Before we even try to do that, let's roll again. We're going to spend a clue token. God damn it. Boy. Okay, so she gains a cursed condition anyways, and we just lost a clue token. This is just going absolutely terrible. Alright, so she got a cursed condition now. My God. Alright, well that was terrible because now only 6 is counted as successes on your test. So, let's see. Alright, so she has a strength of 3. She's going to be -1, 2. We got to get a 6. And we did not. So she loses 1 health. And that's going to end her turn. She's cursed. Crying out loud. Oh my God. She can't do anything else. And that's going to end this part right here. We'll come back and we'll start with Norman's turn. And as you can see, even though we're not losing ground on Doom Track, I'm rolling like crap. This game is going bad. And we just hope for better next time. Until then, see ya.